In previous video, we have discussed about Newton's second law of motion, which says force is equals to mass into acceleration. In this video, we'll discuss about Newton's second law of motion by considering momentum. So before going to the law, let's discuss about momentum. In simple words, we can say momentum as mass in motion. So what is mass in motion? To understand this very clearly, let us take an example of a bicycle. And we know that every object in the universe has some mass. So similarly, the bicycle has some mass. Now we applied some force on the pedal. After applying this force, the bicycle starts moving like this. So now we can say that this bicycle has some velocity. By multiplying these two terms, we will get momentum. By this, we confirmed that momentum has mass and velocity. That is, it has some mass and due to this motion, it has some velocity. In simple words, we can define momentum as mass in motion. Mathematically, this can be represented by P is equals to m into v, where P is momentum, m is mass and v is velocity. Now let's go for the second law of motion. Consider a bicycle which is in motion. Here the bicycle has some mass m and it is having some initial velocity u. By multiplying these two, we will get the initial momentum as p1. And now we are trying to apply some force on the pedal. So let's see what happens. After applying the force, you can see that the velocity of the bike has changed. So after applying some force on the pedal, the bicycle mass will remain same, that is m, but the velocity has changed from u to v. By multiplying these two, we will get momentum, that is the final momentum p2. So this is the final momentum, where P1 and P2 are initial and final momentums respectively, and U and V are initial and final velocities respectively, and m be the mass of the bicycle. By this example, we can say that by applying the force F, the momentum of cycle has been changed, or we can say that the amount of force is equals to the rate of change of momentum. Mathematically, it can be represented by F is equals to dp by dt, where F is the force applied and dp by dt is rate of change of momentum. From previous video, we know that force is equals to m into a. Now let's derive this equation by the help of F is equals to dp by dt. So now let's consider force is equals to rate of change of momentum, that is F is equals to dp by dt. And we know that momentum is equals to mass into velocity. Now let's substitute this in the main equation. We will get F is equals to d by dt of m into v. Here we know that mass of bicycle remains constant everywhere. So we can take it outside and we can write F is equals to m into dv by dt. Here we know that dv by dt is equals to acceleration, that is rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration in this equation. So we will get F is equals to m into a. Since here F is equals to m into a and dp by dt both, we can also write Newton's second law as the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force. This is also known as Newton's second law of motion. In next video, we'll discuss about Newton's third law of motion. If you like my video, subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.